So today we're going to talk about Instagram stories and how to do an Instagram story, as well as how to save those stories in the Instagram highlight feature. So you're going to start with your Instagram main feed here, and you'll swipe right in order to access your camera. So you can take a photo or video from this screen. You can also access your camera roll, which will allow you to upload existing photos and video. So if you go to the bottom left-hand corner, you'll see that button, and we're just going to choose a photo from a team get-together we had the other night, and you can do a lot of different things with this photo from this screen. You can add a little music clip to it. You can add a funny filter. You can also put in a geotag where you were, mention a local business, maybe if you were at that local business. You can do hashtags and all kinds of things from this screen as well. So we're going to go ahead and, just for this example, we were at Bowl 32, we'll go ahead and use that. You can type and draw on this photo as well. You can choose different fonts and colors and things like that. And so once we're ready for, we're done with our editing, we're ready to share, you'll go to the top here where it says Your Story. This is where you're going to share your story on your Instagram page. And once you click share, it's going to give you an option to add it to your highlights. You'll see there that little heart. We're going to talk in the next video about how to create that highlight reel. And so if you click on that little button, your logo there at the top, you're going to see your story. And that is going to be on your page for a solid 24 hours until it disappears, which is where the highlights come in. The highlights are going to allow you to save those stories into different categories like you see on the Union Street Flats page. So we have Union Street, which is kind of our version of like life at Union Street, shout outs from our residents, different events we've done, and then really just like the team and residents shopping local in the area of Westfield. And you can categorize that however you'd like, whatever works best for your team and your property. The little plus sign there where it says new, this is going to be where you're going to create your very first highlight if you don't have one yet, or how you can add additional highlights. It's going to prompt you to choose different content from stories you've already taken. So the first step is you have to create stories. Then you can select the stories to put into your category, which is going to be your highlights. Here you can edit the cover photo for the highlight reel. You can also name it. So we're going to go into creating a new cover. I don't really like that photo. It just kind of used the photo that I'd already done. Some of the things that I selected, it will just take an image from those past stories. But to me, that looks a little busy. So we're going to go in and just do something a little bit more simple. And for this example, I just went ahead and chose the color yellow. And in the next video, we'll talk about how to customize these a little bit further to your liking and to your property. For now, we'll just use this yellow color. And then from here, we can also name the highlight. So for this example, we'll just do how to. Perfect. And then you'll see that there at the top, along with all of your other highlight reels. And this is going to save your Instagram stories, which again, like I said, is a great feature. It's key that you have those stories first, like we're going to see here. So it's really important that you have the Instagram stories. And once you do have them, the really cool thing is that it's going to take these from disappearing after 24 hours, like this one is here. And you'll see that in this category, this one has been here for 19 weeks. You can also see at the bottom how many people have viewed it. And you can really roll through all of these and just see, what we've done in the past, which is really cool. So it's a great resource for residents or even possible new residents to take a look and see what life is like at your property. So this last and final kind of step here is going to be customizing the photo that is used for your highlights. And you can do this a couple different ways. What I like to do is go in and choose either like a color or a pattern that makes sense for the property. So like we have a blue logo, so I do different shades of blue for Union Street just to make it kind of visually appealing. I do know some people will choose maybe the content for the category. They'll choose a really nice picture. So for an example, if you do local food and you take a really good picture of a hamburger from your favorite local restaurant, that may be a great photo as well to use. So it's really up to you. I like to go ahead and do background images. I'll always use the word background because it's going to be a larger image that's not going to require as much cropping. So for an example, if we're doing Team Ivy, and I really like this photo because it looks kind of like ivy, and I'm going to take a screenshot and then crop it down just like that, and then save it to my photos. And then once I open Instagram, it's going to allow me to go ahead and choose the photo for that highlight reel that I'm trying to create. So like there, that photo is actually not bad, but if I want to do something a little bit more simplistic, because I'm going to have a series along the top of my profile, then that's a great way to customize it. And then for an example, we'll just put events. So it's really up to you however you'd like to, customize that for your property, but that's just an example of how to, make that a little bit unique.